Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my kitchen here at Okies Eden. Today, the farm to table dish I want to do is called Succotash. It's a creamy vegetable dish. My mother did make a rendition of this years ago. She never called it Succotash, but that's the name. And I found this recipe in this book that I got this book at a local antique store for 25 cents. So today we're doing the recipe, Succotash #1. This book is from early 1942. So we were already engulfed in World War II as a nation. And so, things were being rationed, things were in short supply, and you made do with what you had. So that's what intrigued me about this recipe. It's a really good dish. I've made it before. So let's make it now so you can see what I do. Stay tuned. First, let's talk ingredients, okay? The ingredients are celery, which I'm going to chop up in a second. It calls for creamed corn, 1 can. I am not using store-bought creamed corn. It's way too processed. There's too many ingredients in here, some that you can't pronounce or I have trouble pronouncing. It's more like a mush. It's more like a soup. There's hardly any corn bits in creamed corn when you buy this in the store. So this is a no-no unless you're in a pinch. I made my own yesterday from sweet corn. It calls for pimento and onion. I've already pre-sauteed these, and I used my own pimentos and my own onions. This calls for canned or jarred pimentos. Salt and pepper, cream, and some butter. So with that said, let's get to chopping. Okay, so we're gonna get to chopping here. If you look over there, you will see my frying pan going. And that is because you drain the green beans. I'm using canned green beans. I didn't have my fresh ones. But I'm cutting these chunky. So what you're going to do is you're going to chop up about a 1/4 cup. I'm going to go a little more, I think, of celery. And you do that because you want to get this in the liquid now. And we're going to let that soften in the liquid. So those are going to simmer away a little bit. The recipe does not call for any spice or any kind of banana peppers or anything, but my son had 2 banana peppers left over he was not using. They were banana peppered out. He asked me if I wanted them, and I'm like, you're asking me if I want fresh vegetables from your garden. I mean, that's, to me, is kind of a silly question. I'm going to leave them a little chunky. Okay, so that is simmering away. While that liquid simmers away and they soften a bit, I want to talk to you about the green beans. So I'm just using canned green beans. I didn't have any ready yet from the garden. And that's okay. I'm just going to run a quick, rough chop. I want some big chunks, some smaller chunks. I'm not going to put this in yet because you know that canned beans are already softened and you don't want them to be mush. So these will be one of the last items that go in. Okay. Now, I'm going to let that simmer for a bit. While it's simmering, we'll talk about the creamed corn. I'll put this in a video. It's really easy. Literally, you can take a can of corn, you can take frozen corn, you can take just a can of corn. It takes maybe 2 tablespoons of butter. You're going to make basically a roux with the butter and the flour and the cream, and then a little bit of sugar to sweeten it. Throw your corn in, let it come together, and now let this set overnight. So this has thickened. I may have to thin this a little bit. And that's why you can either use cream, or I do have some chicken broth I need to use up. I usually have my own chicken broth. I ran out. I haven't had a chance to make any. They call for jarred pimentos. The problem I have with jarred pimentos is, number one, they have zero flavor. Zero flavor. They take the skins off, and they're just too soft and mushy. I know they use them for color because it's such a simple dish, and it's kind of a bland looking dish. They want color, so they add a little celery for the green, a little this for the red. I leave the skins on. These are my own pimento peppers. I sauteed them with my caramelized onions yesterday. Salt and pepper, boom. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to add my creamed corn, because there's liquid in this pan. And with that said, we'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. I got this on about medium high, and I put my creamed corn in with the liquid and the banana peppers and celery. I have not added any salt to this yet because I already put salt in my creamed corn. I already have salt in my sauteed pimentos and onions, etc., etc. I'll wait till the end before I do that. So this has thickened up a little bit, which I knew it would, because it's basically a roux in there. It's cream sauce. Okay, so I'm just going to let that continue to go. I'm going to add just about a quarter cup of chicken broth. You could add cream, but believe me, I have plenty of cream in there from my cream corn. We will let that simmer for a minute. So these came out really good. It's going to add some really nice color, some really nice flavor. Pimento peppers are a lot like a sweet red bell, and they're not heavily used, except for like olives and condiments. And they lose their flavor because they process them so much, but they're a very flavorful and healthy pepper. They're not spicy, they're sweet. I've eaten them green and red. They taste like a green bell pepper. And then they sweeten with as they ripen. So there you have it. That's coming together good. Let's add our sauteed pimento peppers. We're just going to let that come together a little bit. Going to add just a little more liquid. You're going to understand in one of my next videos why I'm adding some liquid. While this is simmering, you can also add a protein. It mentions it in this book that, if you had a protein to add, they recommend, bacon. They recommend sauteing the vegetables first in a bacon grease. I did not do that. I was trying to stick more to this recipe, but they give little additions you can do. But I'm doing another video using this recipe that I want you to stick around for in one of my upcoming videos. While I'm waiting, made some more cream biscuits. Okay. Now time to add the green beans. Comment below if you've ever had this dish. Like I said, my mom made a creamy vegetable dish years ago. This is great if you're trying to clean out your refrigerator. if you have a lot of leftover veggies from the night before or from the last couple of days after Thanksgiving or after a holiday. But look at the color that's coming out. It looks like Christmas. This is Christmas in a pan. This should be called Christmas in a pan, not succotash. So that's it. I'm going to let this simmer for a little longer, and then we're going to come back and do a taste test. Stick around for that. Okay, everybody, we are back. I have my ramekin, and I have my succotash. I'm going to ladle. You can see how thick this is. I'm going to ladle a little of this in to my dish. Grab a spoon. And you can see how hot that is right now. But it's got pimento, it's got corn, it's got green bean, it's got banana peppers and celery in there. So let's get a little bit of everything. So I didn't add salt because, like I said, I already salted my vegetables and I salted the green corn when I made it. So it doesn't need any more salt and pepper. This comes together so good. If you wanted to add a protein, it'd be delicious. If you wanted to add some cayenne pepper to spice it a little bit, that would be really, really delicious. This is a great side dish, very healthy side dish, and it comes together really quick. So stick around. This is going to be used here shortly in one of my next videos. We'll see you on that one.